So, a very warm welcome to all my participants. We are here today and doing an extra session. Before we progress with the extra session, let me verify, why we are having part by part recording of the extra session. So, what happened in our previous extra session was that we started the session right on time. That is at I think that the time was 7 to 9 or something like that, or 6 to. Okay, so whichever the time was, it was a 1 hour session that had to be conducted, but somehow the recording could not happen, and we realized that at the end of the session. So while we were discussing the 10th question, we realized that the recording has not been done. So what we did was we continued the session for a while. For a little while, we continued the session, but after that, we had to stop because, anyways, we had already discussed all our pointers and the questions. So while I discussed with the NPTEL team, it was informed that we do a re-recording of at least the remaining half an hour, and that is precisely which we'll be doing it today. Although we have covered all the set of 10 questions along with the protocol slides in that particular half an hour stretch in a very quick format, what I'll be doing right now is I'll be uh, letting you know what are the different resources available in the NPTEL portal. Where all you can access all these portal before you appear for your final examination. We'll also discuss a bit about how students have been taking their notes and how are they preparing themselves for the examination. And again, I'll just show you a few of those initial slide deck so that we are in sync with what is going to be discussed now. Uh, so let's begin with the SWIM portal. How it looks like, where you can find the resources, where can you find all those recordings for this particular course on understanding design by Professor Nina Sabnani. So we'll be opening up the portal and I'll be explaining the different tabs, the left pane, the problem solving sessions, where are these getting recorded, and the books, how you can refer them. So this will help you in understanding and being aware and informed about the different resources which are present in the NPTEL platform itself. And it's I would say it's a very appreciable task by NPTEL by putting on so many sources of learning apart from the video lectures, right? So we'll be going through it. We'll be trying to understand all of those, and then we'll come back to our slide deck. All right. So that is something which we'll be following in our scheme of things today. Let me open up my browser and I'll be showing you this course. Right. So you are here. The moment you log in, you come to this particular screen. Uh, this is where your registered mail ID is. This, we usually say that this is the left pane. And as of now, if you see, announcement is bold, which means that announcement is currently being highlighted, right? If you see, there is a notification of 11th March, approximately a week back, which says that you can check the type of examination. So let's do that here. So I'm doing this because we have also been informed that many a times the learners attend maybe the last session or maybe the extra session. So we have to ensure that whatever information we are giving, which are the core piece of information, we do it each and every presentations of our problem solving sessions, right? So let us look at this announcement which says that type of examination is available here. We have clicked here, and so this is the entire list of the courses which are being run by the NPTEL team. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll try to search for the course. Now again, there are few people who are aware of how do you search it quickly, just with a few tabs, but there are people who might be going through all this scrolling. Okay, so for that, let me tell you that you can press control plus F, which is for find, and you type your course name, which is understanding design, right? The moment you type this, you can see your course is getting highlighted in orange color. The entry number is 69, And you can see the course instructor is Professor Neena Sabnani. It's a 4-week course. And if you see here, the type of examination is also highlighted, right? You'll have to scroll a little towards the right and you will be able to see online computer based, which means that your type of examination is going to be online and it will be computer based. So let me tell you why it has been mentioned here, because there are certain courses which are conducted offline with a paper and pen format, which means here also you'll be going to a physical center, but then you'll have to carry paper. Sorry, you'll have to carry a pen. The paper will be provided by the center, which means that you'll have to write the examination. However, in our case, which is understanding design, it's a computer based thing, which means you'll be entering to a examination center. You'll be provided with a system, right? Here you'll have a system in front of you. There will be a PC, a desktop, keyboard and mouse. You'll have to put in your login credentials and then you will have to start your examination, right? So this is how you can actually confirm it. I hope this particular part is clear. You have to control F. So even if you are doing it for any other course, if you have enrolled for multiple courses, just try to put in your name, the course name, and you'll be able to find it out. Okay, you can search by the instructor name as well. So here in our case, it was Nina Sabnani. So you can see the instructor has two courses, understanding ethnography and understanding design, and we are referring to understanding design. So I hope this particular way of understanding that what is the typology of an examination is clear. It's important to be aware because then you are mentally prepared that it is going to be a computer based exam. All right, let's go back. Then there are few more details which are being given. You will have to appear at the allotted exam center, produce your hall ticket and government photo ID proof. Hall ticket is something which will be given to you, uh, and you'll have to print it, preferably in a colored A4 sheet. The government photo ID proof which they talk about is, the acceptable ones are driving license, passport, PAN card, voter ID, Aadhaar, which primarily has your name, date of birth, photograph, signature. All right. So these all things are equally important. Let me just once again tell you that as of now we are basically discussing about our course on understanding design. The instructor is Professor Nina Sabnani. Let me go back to the screen where we are giving the examination details. Right. So here, if you see type of examination, it says computer based. You can cross validate it in the complete Excel sheet. All right. Uh, Physical calculators are not allowed inside the examination. So, and in this particular course, you will not be needing it. So it's something required for certain other courses where which demands a lot of calculations and generating some results. Right. If you see, scroll down further, you will see there are reminders for the problem solving sessions like this. And then there was a question which was reevaluated in assignment 4. So they basically gave the weightage at 0 instead of giving any marks. Okay. And then going forward, you have certain more recording sheets as well as those things. Okay. Now let's kind of first start the top navigation tabs and then we'll go through the left tabs of it. Okay. About the course is the area where you see information about the course. It's a preview of the course wherein you see the course duration, the instructor, and then a basic overview of what are the different heads inside the course. You'll also see, I mean, how many learners have enrolled this. So you can see around 2000 learners have enrolled it, and of the 2000, 600 of them are they have registered for the examination, right? So you've got 600 applicants who probably will come and appear for this examination. There are dates of starting of the course and the ending of the course. Examination date is 24/3/24. Okay, I think it's quite easy to remember. Okay, so here is the course layout and the books and references which you can refer. And it talks about the instructor and the certification details, and all these details I've been discussing in my presentations. But if you see, this is very important. If you have been a regular to your assignments, I think it will be easy for you to score that those bare minimum details. We'll also, look at that once we have open up the PPT. Okay, we'll go back. Uh, let's open the Q&A part. So Q&A basically opens up a discussion forum, and here people have posted questions, and it's being responded by NOC24. So it's another TA who is taking care of the this particular aspect of discussion forum. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can post it, and you will get your answers addressed. Then comes your progress. If you click on progress, it's basically talking about how you have progressed in this particular course. So there is unit wise progress where you can see how many units you have covered. The blue bar basically shows how much content you have gone through. Okay. And wherever there is empty, which means that you have missed out on the content. So if you can see here in week 4, this is blank, which means I did not submit the week 4 assignment. However, if you see here, the blue bar means that I have submitted the 3 assignments. Likewise, if you click on assessment scores, you'll be able to see your scores in each of those weeks. All right. The other 3 functionalities, we do not display anything here. Review assignment or course recommendations. However, I feel that course recommendations would be something that either NPTEL would recommend you once you have completed this course, that okay, since you have learned this, you have this is your area of interest. Maybe down the line, this will be a better way of attempting another course. Maybe, for example, if you have understood understanding by design, next course you would want to take up is innovation by design, and going forward, right? The other way could be that the learner would want to give recommendations for this course. Okay, so these are the both ways which I could understand in terms of recommendation. So if I have attended this course, maybe I can recommend it to my fellow learners, my peers, or make a testimonial out of this course. So these could be the possibilities, but let's wait and watch, how things unfold and how we are able to see the content inside it. Let's go back. So now let's come on to the left tab. You start with the NPTEL initiative. It's a basic overview of what NPTEL is. It's about enhanced learning and how it has created this vast initiative. uh, from week 0, week 1, you have all those lecture content in the form of modules and lectures. So these are basically video recorded lectures which are present here and arranged in a particular order. It also includes ALM, which is the additional learning materials, in which you can learn a lot, uh, right? So like it said, additional learning materials, which means that it's in addition to what the video lecture is talking about, right? So it's more in terms of reinforcing your learning by going through these contents. Like, so you can see here, you can also go through the assignments solutions. Once the examination is done, you can click here and you can actually see the solutions of those assignments. It will be available in this particular tab, right? All these questions are available. Going forward are the text transcripts. It's as of now, it's only in the English language. You'll have to click download now uh, to get a sense of the entire PDF set. From lecture 1, I believe, to lecture 40, yes, 42, you have all these lectures individually being put up. It's in a PDF format. If you open any one of them, you can see the video screenshots of the lectures along with the entire text, right? So there could be minor errors, but if you have gone through the lecture, you'll be able to understand, how to interpret these things. All right. So again, you can select all and download it. It's again a wonderful resource. Coming on to the books aspect. Now, English book is basically this for this particular course. Course is understanding design. So if you click here, you will be able to see the book. Okay. Now, in my previous sessions also, I have recommended that it's always good to refer to the book, because you can quickly flip through it. You can have it accessible in a PDF format, or if you are genuinely interested in this particular course and appearing for examination, I would recommend that you get it printed, and you, in that way you will be easily able to flip through the content, right? So if you have the book, you just print it maybe in a black and white format, so that before examination you can flip through the content very quickly and you will be able to understand a lot from that, right? So this is again a great reference which has been provided by the NPTEL. So if you see, it is all properly structured from week 2 to week 3 to week 4. All the week 4's contents are here, and these all are clickable page numbers. Okay, so say for example, if you want to see the week 3, instead of scrolling down to the page number, you can actually see the starting page, which is 150. So it becomes a hand, the pointer becomes a hand. If you click here, you will directly land onto the page number 150, right? So I'm telling all these minute details because there are learners who are across ages and across a domain. So these are minor things which one might be knowing and might not be knowing. So it's my duty to inform you that this is how you can make things quick access on your tab. All right. Now coming to the download videos part, it's again a wonderful functionality because many a times we have seen that learners do not have, or even we have experienced that the internet connectivity is poor. And in those scenarios, this actually really helps because from here you are able to download it in all these formats. Even in MP3 you can download. So if you are on the go, if you're traveling in a bus or you're traveling in a car, you can actually put your headphones and you can listen through it. You will see here all the week's content, right? It's all available here, week 1 to week 3. If you go back, you have downloads section. You click on downloads, you'll get all the assignments which can be downloaded. You'll get the transcripts, you'll get the books. So each and everything are available. Now, if you see here, the books, they have proposed it to be in Bengali, Kannada, Hindi. As of now, they are not available. Maybe down the line, we'll be having lectures in a more regional format. As of now, only English is available. And here comes the videos. Okay. So videos also you can download from lecture 1 to lecture 42. All the videos can be downloaded. And this was some earlier list of the TAs who had been there. This is the statistics, which tells you, how many learners have enrolled for these courses in past few years. If you see the statistics is up till September 23, you can see, there have been more than 1,000 to 2,000 learners, right? And we can see how extremely well they have been doing the course, right? So many certified. And here you have the toppers list for the various courses, and you can select any of the relevant ones, and you will see those who have topped in the recent times. Great. These are the different certificate types. So once you're done from your course, you're evaluated. Uh, the evaluation logic is that assignment score you have best 3 out of 4, and the final score is 75% of examination. So overall score is the weightage of 75 and 25. Okay. Uh, so this is how the criteria is. More than equal to 90, you get elite plus gold. Then you have elite plus silver, you have elite, and then successfully completed. So this is what gets mentioned in your courses. These are the 4 type of certificates which you'll get. And this is the syllabus. So I believe we have covered this. Now coming on to the problem solving session. Okay, so problem solving sessions are basically the one where I have been interacting with you in the past few weeks. It was a 4 week course, which meant that we interacted for 4 weeks, and in each week we interacted for 2 hours. Uh, the overall agenda of the problem solving sessions were that we introduce ourselves, we introduced our learners to understand and uh, bring out a picture of what kind of diverse audience we have with the what are the domains they have been associated to, age groups, as well as designation. So we got a lot of people who were students. We got a lot of professionals. We also got many of assistant professors. So a lot of many educators were also a part of this course, and we had a few people who were retired from their positions. So we really had this entire great shift from a student to a person who is retired from job. So it was very wonderful to see, all many learners being there and trying to understand design from different domains. And in all these sessions, we followed certain agenda. Initially, we presented with a slide deck, which was a protocol slide deck, which covered the overall information about the course, examinations, the registration dates, the assignment deadline, so that the learners are aware of all these timelines. After that, in many of these presentations, we also had a content recap session wherein we showed, what are the different topics which were discussed in this particular course, and we presented that via small snippets of the video content so that the image could actually generate and trigger your own memories, your own, learnings from the past. So we showed some kind of content recap to the learners. Now, this was additionally done because of the reason that many a times we found a lot of people were not able to go through uh, the current content, and during our question and answer session, they would just be silent, right? So what we started doing was that we started the content recap so that even if the learners has not been able to go through the content, they can actually go through the content, they can understand the content, and from that, they will be able to address the questions and understand the question in a certain way, right? So it helped them to go through, to draw an overall picture of what was there in the week's content, and then probably they started opening up, they started sharing. So because they had certain bases in mind that, okay, this is what the content was about in this week, and from that, my understanding and my answer to this particular question will be this, right? So it helped in a certain way. And let's go back to this. So the bottom most of the left pane is problem solving session. If you click here, you get two of the links. Blue balls are basically where you have already made a click, and if you see the empty ones, which means that you have not clicked yet. Okay, so it's again a signifier, it kind of visual clue which tells you that whether you have clicked here or not. Okay, now all our problem solving sessions are being recorded, all the presentations are being created in a PDF, and they are being uploaded. All right, so if you see here, this is what the spreadsheet looks like. You have the video recordings, the YouTube lectures. Let me show you one. If you click here, the moment you hover, you'll get a link. If you click here, you'll be directed to a page. And if you see, we are talking
that we have to
the learners.
I work with an
Excel sheet wherein you already create. Great.
apply for
Okay.
students.
So this is how you can actually go to each week's content. Then you have presentation folder. If you click here, again you hover, you get a link. You click here, and this is where the entire PDF is located. So right from week 1, week 2, week 3 to the extra session. So if you click on the extra session PDF, you'll get the presentation in a annotated form wherein we scribble, we think aloud, and all those things are present here. All right. Then that's my name and my reference ID, and then the people who have been attending this course, right? Then comes another link, which is survey and problem solving sessions. This is basically to take an idea of how you have experienced and felt the problem solving or the live sessions which I had been conducting up till now. So it's a Google form wherein you'll see a few questions. You can quickly answer it. It won't take 5 minutes or even less than that. And you can submit it. All right. So with that, we have covered all the clickable items of this particular, NPTEL platform. Let's open up the presentation part. So a few of the slide deck has been covered in the previous recording, which was half an hour, and today we are recording for half an hour so that we have a 1 hour session, right? Okay. So live sessions are here to help you in the current run of courses. We discuss basically Uh, so we discuss the current run of courses and which includes assignments. And these includes previous year's assignment, and it also includes new set of questions. All right. Uh, as a protocol, we have always said that every learner should put their mics on mute so that we are able to record with much lesser of noise disturbance. But during our sample set of 10 questions, we invited all the learners to speak, to share their viewpoint, to suggest and tell us that, what could be the right answer, what is their thought process, why don't they think that that could be the right answer. And that's the way we have been conducting our live sessions. It was more of an engaging session, a discussion wherein we invited people share their point of views, and then we concluded with the right answer. For any queries during the course, we had a discussion forum. It's a functionality offered by NPTEL. And how this works is that you have to utilize Ask a Question tab here. And from there, you can post a question. And there is another dedicated TA, a dedicated resource by NPTEL team who basically address these questions. The recordings are available. I have already shown you an Excel sheet which opens up when you click on the problem solving session. That's here. And it allows you to click on all the YouTube links as well as the presentations. This has been the course. Now, the only thing which you need to remember is your final exam date, which is on 24th of March. It could be either in a pre-lunch session or a post-lunch session. And this detail will be given only in the hall ticket. So I won't be able to tell you when is your slot. It is something which the NPTEL team will decide and will help you through the hall ticket details. This we have already discussed, the progress tabs, and the examination fee. If you're appearing for examination, you must have given certain exam fees, and because that is required for the earning of the certificate besides the marking criteria. Okay. So this is the marking criteria. So out of 4 assignments, we consider only the best three, and we give it a 25% weightage, and 75% weightage is given to your proctored examination, which will be happening in the physical center, right? So that's again an important aspect that you can get an overall 100 marks out of this from the two different sources of marks. This criteria we have already discussed a lot many times, uh, of 10 marks and more than 30 marks so that your final score is more than this. It's been so in the internals you have to score more than 10, in the externals more than 30, so that your overall score is way above 40 to get a certificate. This has been our week's coverage. It sets the course layout, which we have progressed from week 1 to week 4, right from introduction to design till the innovation by design. These are the two typology of questions, single choice and multiple correct answers. And this is the marking criteria which has been given by the NPTEL team for the internal questions. And so if you have chosen the correct answers, you'll get full marks, you'll get partial marks only in the scenarios where you have selected only the correct answers, but not all of them. So if there are A, B, C, which are correct answers, if you only select A and submit, you get certain partial marks. And that is one of the reasons that you might have got marks in decimals, so like 33.33. So that is the reason of it. And but if you select correct answer as well as the incorrect answer and then submit, you don't get any of the partial marks. You simply get a zero out of it. Now, like I showed you the type of examination, I've just created a snippet here. And if you refer to that Excel, and if you refer to serial number 69, it will be showing our course instructor name, and that our exam will be computer online based. which means you'll have to go to a center. Do not confuse with the online. Uh, the thing is that you will have to physically go to a center. You will be given a computer which will have a online connection, and you'll have to submit your answers. Now, the question types we have already discussed. It will be either single choice or multiple choice with multiple correct answers as well. The framing of questions can vary. It might have fill in the blanks. It could be essay type wherein you utilize your keyboard and enter the answers. Now, last few slides which are important for your from your examination perspective is that you need to bring your hall ticket. Now, hall ticket is something that will be provided to you by NPTEL. Uh, do not worry about it. You will get a SMS and an email notification once your hall ticket is ready. You need to take a printout, preferably take a colored printout, so that your details are visible. You'll also have to bring along a government photo ID proof, which basically cross validates your hall ticket, right? So this is another thing which is important. Do not bring physical calculators, mobile phones, wristwatches, or smart watches, or even earpods. See, the thing is that not all centers have a locking facility. There are certain colleges which do offer, considering the hassle a student face. So they might, get your bags submitted at one place. But then if you have valuables, I would suggest try to avoid it. If you're coming with a relative of yours, it's better you hand over all these things to them. If you're coming by a vehicle which has a locking facility, whether it is a car or a two-wheeler, it's better to keep all these stuff inside it and then go to the exam before, with a free state of mind. And the very important aspect is that you take sufficient sleep and rest before your examination. Again, I must tell that as per the information which I have received till now, the hall ticket is yet to be released. So you have your examination on 24th of March, probably 1 or 2 weeks before you will be getting your hall tickets. So don't worry about it. It will be very much given to you if you have registered for the examination and paid the fee. Lastly, NPTEL supports Go Green initiative, which means that they will not be sending the hard copy of neither the admit card nor your examination certificate, right? So it will be printed if you need. So it will be available in a digital format, in a PDF format. But if you want to print it, you can do it from your own, system and printer. Uh, they have clarified this because few years before they used to send them physically, but now it has been completely on a green initiative basis, which means only e-certificates will be given. NPTEL also does not conduct any supplementary examination, so there won't be any supplementary examination. It will be just one shot, so prepare it well and do it well. Also, they do not entertain any of the request for changing the examination city center because it's something which is final. If you miss out, you miss out on that. All right. So with that, we end the part of this session, and the remaining session will be stitched, which we have conducted on the that very date of 11th March, so that we have our complete recording available with us. Let me just see. Okay, okay, fine. So once again, I would like to wish all of you very best for your examination. Once you are done with your examination, I would like to hear from you. How was your examination? So you can connect me with me on LinkedIn and you can let me know. You can share your messages. I'll be very happy to understand about that. And once you have your results, if you are willing to share, please let me know how you performed in your examination. So once again, very best wishes. Thank you. Oh, I have missed out the recording. Is it? Okay. So somehow we missed out the recording part of our session. All right. Anyways, coming to our last question. The Vaishno Devi Palki was a heavy structure made of dash pipes that was used for water lines. Okay. The Vaishno Devi Palki was a heavy structure made of dash pipes that was used for water lines. You have to tell me the material which we are talking about. Okay. Whether it was plastic, galvanized iron, cast iron or ceramic? Thing. So we've got five opinions there, and I think all of you have correctly said. The heavy structure made up of galvanized iron pipes were usually used for water lines, है ना? जो हम plumbing करते हैं when we use it in our homes. Although now we have started using plastic pipes as well, but normally galvanized iron uh, pipes were used. So galvanization is a process by which you can take care of the rusting factor. Okay, so it's a coating. To be specific, it's a zinc coating which is done so that the water lines are addressing the issues and the challenges of rusting and corrosion, right? So for that, galvanization happens. However, they were utilizing this pipe by bending it and then welding it. Okay. So the correct answer is galvanized iron. So with that, we conclude our session. And we are just on time. It's 8 o'clock. Let me come back to our session. All right. So if anyone has anything to speak, to say, now is the time. You can share your viewpoint. However, by now we have covered all our sessions, including the extra session. And again, even today's session recording and PDF will be uploaded on the drive. You can always have a look. So please prepare well for your examination. And if you have been a regular visitor to these sessions, online sessions, I I am quite well, I am quite sure that you'll do very well in your examination. So there is no doubt about it. So a very best wishes from my side to all of you. I hope all of you are going to attempt the examination in the physical format. And so best of luck to all of you. Please do a good job and do let me know how it went. I'm available on LinkedIn. You might want to search with the name of Abhishek Srivastav. You'll be able to find me. So, once again, good luck to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a lot.
sir.
Thank you. So, I'll be ending this session now. So, since we missed out the recording part, I'll just quickly browse through the content so that, when we are uploading this session, at least you have some of the details available with you. Okay, so thanks a lot, thank you so much. We'll end the session now. I'll continue my recording part because we missed out recording the session earlier. Okay, thank you. All right, so there was an issue by which the recording couldn't happen earlier, although we started at 7 o'clock. But then what I'll do is I'll just quickly do a screen share of how we proceeded. So we were talking about understanding design course. It's conducted by Nina Sabnani ma'am, and my name is Abhishek. I am the research scholar at IT Roorkee, and I've been taking the live sessions, the problem solving live sessions. And today was our extra session which we conducted for our participants. So we discussed about the brief agenda of the sessions of how we are helping you in the current run of courses, and we discussed certain previous year questions along with some set of new questions because there are certain overlaps in the previous questions as well. There are certain protocols which we ensure that people follow in their live sessions, by which means that you can mute your sessions when the presentation is going on, but we always allow everyone to speak up when there is a question and answer, and then we require a certain kind of voting. These are the things which we discussed about discussion forum and how you can utilize the various functionalities of ask a question, see your progress in the progress bar, which is here basically, right? Here we discussed, where these sessions will be recorded and the annotated PDFs will be uploaded. It's all available in the problem solving session tab. The moment you click here, you'll be taking it to an Excel sheet wherein which all the sessions are, order wise placed. Here we talked about the course preview. I think everybody is now aware of it. All the assessment scores are available in your progress tab. There was certain deadline extension for the registration, but by now it is all over. You will be having your final exam on 24th. Here we talked about the criteria to get a certificate. Uh, we have already discussed this number of times. So 25% weightage is given to the internals, followed by the 75% weightage, which is given to the externals. And this all sum up to 100%, right? So individually also you need to score more than 10, more than 30, so that your overall score is more than 40. These are the various topics which we have covered so far in our 4 weeks duration. And the typology of question, wherein we have the single choice question, which means that only one options will be correct. And then the multiple choice questions, wherein multiple options will be correct. Okay. Now, marking of the multiple choice question, we have discussed this number of times, but then just you can read it and understand. If you choose all the correct answers, अगर आप सारे सही जवाब चुनते हैं तो आपको पूरे मार्क्स मिलते हैं. If one incorrect answer has been chosen, you get 0 marks. However, if you choose only the correct answers but not all correct answers, you get partial marks for it. Here we talked about the examination type. If you see the email and if you see the Excel sheet, this particulars will be having a computer-based examination, right? Which means that you will have to go there, you will be sitting in front of a computer and you will be having to enter it. It could be a multiple choice question, it could also be an essay type question. So any of that kind of an entry will be made using computer. Here we discussed about the hall ticket and the photo ID card. It's always preferable that take a colored printout of your hall ticket. Hall ticket are not yet released. It will be released very soon. You'll get a notification, and you will have to take along a photo ID proof with it. Okay. These are certain things which you need not bring during your examination, which includes calculators, mobile phones, and wristwatches, and you take a sufficient sleep before you come for exam. As I mentioned, you will be notified through an email and SMS the moment you receive your hall ticket, download it, print it, and see the center. And it's always good that you make a prior visit to the center. So if you have your examination like in 2 or 3 days, just go there, try to experience the space, take care that what are the parkings, where should I park, so these are little and minute things, but then if you're going for an examination, it's always good to be mentally prepared. Okay, if you're being accompanied by someone, anyways, these things will be taken care of. But if you're going alone, try to see what kind of commute you'll get. Either you can book taxi or a cab, and you can take help from somebody, your relatives or your friends as well, to reach examination center in time. I remember that exam starts at 9 o'clock and in the afternoon, and there is a certain reporting time as well. So be there well in the reporting time. Do not be late there. Okay. Here we talked about the NPTEL's initiative of going green. We only provide e-certificates. Earlier, 2 3 years back, there was a trend of giving hard copy, but now it's only the soft copy. Also, the NPTEL does not conduct any supplementary exams, and there is no request is entertained for examination center or date change. Okay, this was the first question. So what we are doing is we are trying to revisit once again, because although the session is over, we missed out the recording part, but now we are just trying to have some more. uh, we are doing it once again so that things are not missed out. So according to the storyteller, the designer understands the world, and that's the correct answer. So question two was proposed postbox design made it convenient for use. The options given were postman, children, and adults. And the correct answers were the first three, which is the postman, children, and adults. Bionics explores the interplay between dash and design. The options given were biotechnology, biosphere, biology, and none of the above, although there was a mixed response, but the correct answer is biology and design. So you might want to refer to the TED talk by Hugh Herr, and you'll be able to understand what we are talking about in this particular question. Then we asked the question about United Nations and what are the number of goals, the Sustainable Development Goals in 2050. And these were the 17 goals. If you see from 1 to 17, the different goals which has been set up by the United Nations as a SDG, which is Sustainable Development Goals, also called as Satat Vikas Laksh. The answer is 17, which is the correct answer. What intervention of the Dabbawalas helped in reducing food wastage and addressing the hungry street children? The options given were organized meal camps, gave free meal passes to the hungry children, started Share a Dabba campaign, and pasted a tiny sticker. If you reflect on to the reference given here, there were two things which were informed. One was the sticker part and the Share My Dabba campaign. Okay, so this was done in collaboration with a NGO. So the correct answers were C and D. The brief for the cooler project was it had to be dash cooler and it was designed for dash just like an air conditioner. The options were lightweight, compact, movable, smart, outdoor environment, window installation, and voltage issues. The company for which it was being done was Symphony, and the design studio names was Origin. Okay, and if you see clearly, it mentions it had to be a compact cooler and it was designed for window installation just like an air conditioner. So I'll just take a minute. So here we are talking about compact cooler and it was designed for window installation just like an air conditioner. Question 7 was Seska chair by Marcel Brewer. It's also called Dash. We gave the options of spring chair, bending chair, cantilever chair, and all of the above. As one of the participants clearly mentioned, the unique features was it having a single pipe. If you see, there is a single running pipe till here, it was a bent pipe. And this feature aided in the springiness of it. Okay, so if you sit here, it could actually do this. Okay, so this compression and extension was happening and it gave the springiness. Apart from that, there was this breathable seat and back cushion which helped in the sweat control as well. So the correct answer was cantilever chair. Question 8 was about the cane chair made in the Northeast with a simple illustration of innovative design. What were the impactful qualities that are embedded in its design process? The options are stackable furniture feature, reduce the transportation cost, the use of sustainable imported superior quality cane. It replicated the similar standard plastic furniture, and the local craftsmen continued to live in their hometowns. If you see, this was the reference given, and we highlighted the aspect of stackability. Stackability. Mhm. And which said that instead of 20 chairs, people were able to put 100 chairs. And it also says that the craftsmen could stay in their own villages avoiding migration. Right? So the correct answers are A and D. Stackable feature reduced transportation cost, and local craftsmen continued to live in their hometowns. Coming to the second last question, the question was, what are the key elements of Dash? The key elements of Dash are empathize, observe, ideate, prototype, and test. The options given were design terminology, thinking by design, design thinking, and design methodology. And the correct answer is design thinking. You can learn more about it at interactiondesign.org, which also runs a lot of courses. You can get certifications. You can be aware of a lot more terminologies and vocabulary for design thinking, right? So the correct answer is design thinking. Question 10. The Vaishno Devi Palki was a heavy structure made of dash pipes that was used for water lines. The options are plastic, galvanized iron, cast iron, and ceramic. The people opted five of them saying it was galvanized iron. And if you see the reference, galvanized iron pipes were used for water lines. So they were using it, bending it, and welding it. So galvanization is basically a process by which you address the issues of corrosion and rusting. Okay, so which basically is a kind of zinc coating on iron. The correct answer was galvanized iron and stuff. So that is how we ended our session. It's surprising to see how come the session wasn't recorded in that time. But things happens like that, and it's not in our control many a times. But since we have gone through the entire content, I think now the learners would be able to see it and manage it. What we'll do is we'll also try to save this thing so that we also upload it in our PDFs. So we'll what we'll do is we'll utilize this time and we'll try to upload it each and everything. Great. We'll go to my drive. We'll try to find out the understanding design course. Here we are, and you can see all the four things here. We'll see the extra week PDF if it is available. Extra week PDF is not here. Ah, yeah, that's the PPT. Okay, let's try to see if week one, week two, week three. Okay. Let's see where it has been saved. Save as this PC presentations. Extra live sessions. PDF. It is showing it here. Extra live sessions, right? Uh, let's try to refresh it. Maybe, yeah, see, it comes. Yes, so we have it all at here, and we'll upload it here. Okay, so we have got all the sessions up here. There is also where you can enter the basic details. Like we have got 10 participants who attended the course, right? And extra session also, I'll be uploading it very soon. Let's see if we have the cover of extra session available. Yes, we have the cover available. Yes, yes, yes. Great, great. Let me quickly go across the various things. We have just a couple of minutes there. So, the entire details around announcement, you'll find it here in the exam format. The type of examination, if you click here and you search for understanding design, right? You see here 69 entry and it says online computer based, right? So this is what we are trying to inform our learners. Okay, I've always been telling how you can access these books and transcripts. I'll just open each one of them and you'll be able to see them, right? Here's the English book. You can actually go through the content very quickly in here. It is quite a quick repository. The entire content with the snippets and snapshots is all available here, right? It's a great way to go through the content in a very brief format, right? Here are the details for examination and the reminders. Uh, yes, I'll be showing you the problem solving session. And here, if you click, you'll get these details. All right, you'll get that as well. All right, so yes, so we'll now be stopping the recording. However, we had done it. We began at 7 o'clock, but somehow we missed out on certain things. So just end this session as of now.